Check, check, check. Anybody hear me? Hello, anybody out there? I'm sure there's somebody out there. Nevertheless, good morning. It is Monday, July 27th. The one and only July 27th we are ever going to have in this life. Not the only Monday, but the only Monday, July 27th of 2020, I should say. Oh, let's start this quote with. Let's start today with today's quote from my quote book here. Every single day. That's what it says. Stuff that works. It's a book that my dad gave me. And this one says, July 27th says, ignorance stays with us until the day of enlightenment, until our vision toward the spirit broadens and casts out the image of a no longer useful littleness. That was quoted by Ernest Holmes. Sounds kind of religious. Anyways, yeah, hopefully watching these chart patterns and watching these screens and getting the screen times wipes away some of that ignorance. So, let's see here. First and foremost, I should say this every single time at the beginning. I am not a financial advisor. This is for pure entertainment purposes only. Okay? I don't recommend that you follow my trades. I am trading real money, and if you are trading real money and you are trying to follow my alerts, shit can get dangerous for you. What else? Also, I should be saying every single week, I want to apologize for missing on Friday. I was at the lake with my family. I did trade from the lake because I had a cabin with Wi-Fi. I'm really roughing it, aren't I? Yeah, but I went with my wife's family to the lake, jet skiing, fishing, yada, yada, yada. I was hanging out, having a good time. But I did trade Thursday, Friday. I was trading ABUS. You can see it right here. Yeah, so that's why I didn't do the live stream on Friday. Normally I do them every Monday and Friday, going live at 9:10 Eastern Standard Time. So every Monday and Friday. But I missed this last Friday. It was just, I was trading from one laptop, and it's just, it was too much going on one laptop to be able to go live with the encoding software, blah, 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 blah. But, and I really wanted to miss this morning too, because I didn't get any sleep last night. We're doing a renovation at my business, and we had this lighting guy come in from Florida, and he was working all day yesterday, so I was up all last night. I went to bed about 3 hours ago. But I'm awake. I was going to skip trading. I had no positions over the weekend. I did post just now that I am long ABUS. I bought into this little dip right here. Right here at 529. The red to green on ABUS. I'm going to risk. I really don't want to risk 30 cents a share. But the red to green is $4.98. So that's going to be my risk, is basically $5. That's the red to green. It's a whole dollar number. Ideally, that should hold. Let's look at the 5-minute chart on ABUS. So I was trading this last Thursday and Friday. I held overnight. I caught some power hour. I think my first buy was at 550. Into this little dip right here into power hour, and then I sold most of it into this squeeze, and then it pulled back and it offered another entry, so then I bought on this dip again around 6, and then it squeezed up. I was selling into the spike in the morning, selling into the spike in the morning, and then I should have bought it again on this pullback, but I didn't, and then the morning spike came, and I shorted into this pre-market resistance, shorted this morning spike, and then then we had some massive failure. Look at this, from $9 all the way down to $4 a share right there on the short side. Of course, I covered way too early, and if I would have held, I basically covered, God, I think about this. God, I covered it so bad. It failed from 9 down to 8. I think I got my last cover like in the, maybe the 770s. I covered most of it at 8. Most of it all was at 8. But I think my entry was like, I might be exaggerating if I say 880. But it was way at the top. Maybe 860s. 860s, between 860s and 880. I should look that up. Right in here, because I was scaling into the short. Covering most at 8, and then some here in the high 7s. And then look at this. I missed out on so much. So I should have been done for the day, and I should have went out jet skiing, blah, blah, blah. But of course, I had to, I was already up almost $2,000 on the day, and I had to, of course, I could have just quit right there. I could have been done so fast, been done for the day, and just moved on. No, I didn't. I tried to dip by it. Because first I thought this was going to act as support right here in the 7s. So I tried dip buying in the 7s. And then it went against me. And I tried averaging down, and that didn't work. So then, you can just see just massive failure. It was really annoying. It was pissing me off. So I started adding to my position, adding to a loser. And before I know it, I'm stressing out for like an hour. Look, each one of these is 5-minute candles, and I'm just adding and fucking stressing. Finally, it bounces, but it's a weak bounce. But I sell into that weak-ass bounce. I give back like almost half my profits. I ended up finishing the day up a little bit over 1,000, I think. But yeah, but I'm glad I sold into this bounce, because look at this all-day fade. I would end up spending my whole day watching this thing going in. So as soon as I got any kind of bounce, I just ate the loss. I realized I was wrong. I realized I shouldn't have been adding to that loser. It's just that I just did not realize that I did not think this thing could fade this much. I thought it would bounce off of green to red. So anyway, so right now I am long ABUS again. It gapped up a little bit, and now it's pulling back. I got long under this little dip. It takes me probably 15 or 20 minutes to get all my software fired up, get the live stream ready, get everything ready for YouTube, blah blah blah, do all that crap. By the time I got all that stuff ready, this thing was dipping down. I was like, oh sweet. So I bought some right there. I'm kind of thinking of adding right here some more at 530. I have 1,000 shares. I really want like 2,000 or 3,000 shares, but I might just stay with 1,000 shares, because I don't 30-cent risk, like that's $300 that I'm risking right now, and it's probably going to be more like 350, because I'm not going to cut it exactly at 5. I'm going to see how it reacts at 5, and if it can find a bid at 5, then I would probably add down there, and then cut it probably around in like the 590s, 580s. So I'm going to give myself a little bit of wiggle room there. Stop loss, yeah, Palcash, it's $5. That's red to green. Red to green is that's where the previous close from Friday on ABUS is $5. Well, technically it's $4.98, and it's a whole dollar number, so $5. Last time that we were on the live stream, I know some of us were playing the bounce on, was it Boxel? Yeah. So I sold. I missed my sell. Thank you, Matt Alvarado. I want to thank you for alerting me, because I was traveling the next day, and I was in the car, and I fell asleep because we left for the lake at like 3 in the morning. My wife was just so insistent in waking me up in the middle of the night, and I only slept like 1 hour. Oh, I was so pissed. She wakes me up. She's like, get up, we're going to the lake, and piled me and the kids into the car, driving to South Dakota. And if it would have been for you, Matt, I wouldn't have missed my sell because he told me. I got a ding on my phone, ABUS, and it was spiking. That morning spike. Now I missed a good exit, but where is it? Big run up. Right there. Here's the morning spike. A lot of us got long. My average was in like the 270s. And then I sold into this little bounce right up in here in the like 305, something like that. I actually held some overnight again. I missed the spike again into the 330s the next day, and then I sold the rest. I think at 310 after that. So hopefully you guys sold some of that. I know podcast. I know you were long box sell, so hopefully you sold some. Now, right now, there's this. This is a pretty fucking weak bounce. I expected. I was hoping for 350. We were waiting on Tesla earnings. I think they put out good earnings. I don't even know. But right now, when I look at the daily chart on BoxL, I don't see an edge. Like, I don't know what to do with this right now. Here's the bounce. So you got the multi-day run, the low volume sell-off, and then we caught the bounce, which is pretty fucking weak, but we got a bounce. So we made some money. But now, it's like mid-range. I don't know what to do with it. This right here, yeah, I don't know what to do with it. So I'm not going to trade it for right now. HTBX, that was another big runner from last week. Same thing. You got the big multi-day run. It's selling off still. Right now, if you're looking at this daily chart on HTBX, Friday's candle, that doji right there, that cross, you know what that tells me? It means indecision. Those dojis that look like that. Okay? It doesn't know if it wants to go up or if it wants to go down. Okay? So I don't know what to do with that one either. So I'm not going to trade it. Now if it sells off, maybe down to 175, I might buy it for a bounce. But if it just holds right here, maybe if it holds for a while and it starts putting in higher lows, maybe we'll buy it again and it can squeeze and break out. I'm not sure. Oh, it looks like ABUS is I'm up about 10 cents on it right now. It's kind of moving up a little bit. Some others that are noteworthy, it looks like this morning, SCKT. Don't know if you guys caught any of this one. Low float. Already traded a buttload of shares. Let's see how many shares it's traded. SCKT. So yeah, wow. Already traded 21 million shares. Damn. It's already up 163% on the day. I'm not going to touch it up here. I think it most likely stocks that are up over 100% fail at the open. Even if they have a morning spike, they get stuffed and then they fail. So, but we're going to keep this one on watch. Potential dip buy. We'll see if it puts in a support. Buying and sold some of my box sell. What price did you sell at? I'm out completely. It wasn't. I was expecting more of a bounce, but it still worked. It just wasn't the extreme move that I was hoping for. Well, I wasn't expecting an extreme move. I just wanted a little more than like 40 cents. But you take what the market gives you. So I don't right now. SCKT. I see no edge in buying it right up here. In fact, I think you're going to give away your money, I think. I mean, it could spike, though. I mean, how much volume this thing? It could spike and it could hold. Well, I'm just going to watch it. We'll see. I just don't feel like there's really any good edge right now buying it at this point. Arnett. Arnett is, when I look at this daily chart, to me it says long. It looks like it wants to break out. So it tried to break out Thursday, pulled back, and now it put in a higher low, and it looks like it's continuing to scoop and squeeze. So Arnett, Friday's close was $3.36. $3.36. It's gapping down a little bit right now. So if this thing goes green on the day, gets over 336, gets over Friday's highs, and goes green, then I think it's a buy over $3.36. Ideally, it has a weak open. I mean, we could dip buy it down in the threes and then buy it for a squeeze. Maybe buy it at 3. So I might, if this thing panics down a little bit, I might buy it. I'm not sure. Same idea with E-Man. E-Man's another one. Let's look at the daily chart. Look left on the daily. Same thing. Look. Look at that. Squeeze, pull back, breakout, pull back, and now Friday, big volume day, big volume. Just trying to break out, and Friday's close was $1.30. So it's slightly gapping down to $1.23. If this thing gets over $1.30, potential buy. ABUS, to add or not to add? That is the question. Kind of want to add right here. I think ABUS is going to spike at the open. I don't even know if it's going to dip down to 5. So my FOMO wants me to add right now. I'm going to add. FOMO's going to get me. Let's see here. Buy. Alright, I added. I only added 500 shares. And then we'll see how it reacts at 5. If it dips down and holds 5, and it finds a bid at 5, then I'm going to, it could dip just below 5 and then come back. Then I'll maybe add some more down there. But if it goes through 5 and it stays heavy, say it flushes through 5. It flushes through 5, and then here, let's get up the 5-minute chart again. Say it flushes through 5 and then it bounces and 5 acts as resistance and it just can't get through 5 again, then I'm going to sell into that bounce. If there is one. Let's see what else. I think that's about it for me right now. SCKT, RNet, E-Man, ABUS. Mist is another noteworthy one that was a runner. This thing... There's not any shares at E-Trade, but for me, I just think short any morning spike, because every time it spikes, it just turns around and gives it right up. Spike, fail, spike, fail, spike, fail, spike, fail. So, but there's no shares, and I'm not going to buy this because it's looking kind of weak, but it could spike. Who knows how they're going to hold this up. So no Henry this morning. He's starting his new job. He's moving to Des Moines soon. So yeah, he's not around this morning. And I am, for those of you who didn't hear me before, my rant about I'm super sleep deprived right now, and I got a long day ahead of me tonight, actually. I got a lot of work to do tonight because we're doing a renovation at my other business. And so I'm going to try to keep the trading to an absolute minimum today. So I may not be on that long, but I still drug my... I'll be honest with you, if I wouldn't have had the live stream to do today, I probably would have just slept in because I had no open positions over the weekend, and I would have just slept in. And because my wife and kids are still at the lake, they're coming back with my in-laws. So I've got the house to myself, so it's dead quiet here, which is fucking awesome since I'm so tired. We got 1 minute. We got 1 minute till the market opens. So we're up a little bit on ABUS. Get the 1 minute chart up. That's going to be my top watch. So I'm going to try to keep the trading to a minimum. And I'm going to try to keep the live stream to a minimum. I mean, if ABUS spikes up to 6, I'm probably just going to take my profits and go back to sleep. Take my $500-600. Maybe I'll set a stop. Maybe I'll sell some of it and then set a stop loss and see if the rest can work for me. 5 seconds. All right, good luck, everybody. Good sell, Brian. You got a better sell than me. Sold some of your box sell. Oh, you're an SCKT at 355. Sold some at 4. Good job, Brian. Nice work. Way to sell up at 4. You got to sell up at 4. Stocks are up over 100%. Most of the time, 8 out of 10 times, they fail at the open. Sometimes they'll spike a little bit, but then they usually roll over. It's holding up right now. All right, so we're getting a little bit. E-Man looks like it wants to go. E-Man. That's all I think of whenever I hear that ticker. E-Man's about to go green. E-Man up to 128. I'm probably going to buy some E-Man if it gets over 130. And it's not so far. And we're dipping down to the 120s. Oh, man. ABUS, I got sidetracked with E-Man, and ABUS is dipping. So we'll see how this holds here at 5. I may dip by it right down here. In fact, I know I'm going to dip by it. I'm going to add right here. I'm going to risk $5. I'm going to add some on this dip. $5.12. E-Man. E-Man looking like. Okay, I bought some E-Man at 129. It's about to. I'm anticipating the green to red, and we're starting to bounce a little bit on ABUS. Some, not much yet though. SCKT. Okay, selling off a little bit from 4 down to the 370s. SCKT is holding up nicely, actually. Okay, E-Man is not going green on the day, so I'm not hanging out. I'm going to sell. I'm getting out. I'm not giving him a whole lot of time. I'm out of E-Man at 129. And SCKT is bouncing. Man, this thing is looking really, really attractive right now because it's holding. I might dabble. Oh, I missed it. Oh, I've got some at 404. Got some SCKT at 404. It held the 360s, and when it held the 360s, it just found a bid right there. It tried to flush right at the open, and then it found a bid. I chased it. Over 4. I'm going to sell half my position. I don't like. Is it going to get over 4 and squeeze? I'm selling half. All right, I sold half. I'll re-add those shares on a higher low down here, maybe in the 370s, 380s. I sold half my SCKT. I'm going to risk, well, the low of this candle will be my risk. So I didn't want to risk 40 cents. ABUS. Pretty looking weak right now. So it's holding over 5 though. Longer it holds over 5. And SCKT. The only reason I'm buying this is it's got huge volume today, 21 million. But it's getting stuffed up here at 4. It's pulling back. Okay, I added at 377. All right, now I'm going to put my stop loss in at 359 and see if it can find a bid. 358. I got a stop loss in right now at 358. So we'll see if it can continue putting in higher lows and it can squeeze up. And it doesn't look like it's going to hold. Definitely not an A+ setup. We could call this a gamble trade, be perfectly honest with you. E-Man rejected by red to green. ABUS looks like it's trying to find a bid. Right there. At 515. It's trying to. SCKT hasn't hit my risk just yet. Yep, there it goes. So we'll keep it on watch. So it took an 8 loss there. Nothing huge. Thank God I sold half up here. So whenever I realized I got such a shitty entry, I sold half because I didn't want to risk all of it. So I sold half in the 390s. So I ate a small loss. And then I added down here in the 370s. And then, so I lost 189 bucks. So that's not too bad. I think this one has the potential to come back. So I might try to dip by it again here soon. Because it looks like every time it has a flush, it just kind of gets bought up. It's going to hold 350. Okay, I bought some. 356. I bought some more. Bought it again. It's just getting bought up. Meanwhile, ABUS over 520. Okay. There you go, ABUS. To add or not to add? No, I won't add. SCKT. Man, it's holding 350 nicely. Alright, I added. Got some more at 354. And then ABUS, it's holding right now. Come on, ABUS. All I want is $6. I mean, you gapped up. So if ABUS can get up over 550 again, we might get a squeeze to 6. I'm going to keep my goals pretty modest today, because I am fucking tired. I shouldn't even be trading. Okay. SCKT. Put a stop loss in at 348. Risk in about 10 cents. And come on, ABUS. Alright, ABUS is not squeezing the way I want. So I expected it to push and to go through 540, go up to 545, and it's really not. It looks like it's kind of getting stuffed here at VWAP. And I do not like that. So I just sold some for about break even there. So I sold 3/4 of my position on ABUS. So all I have left is those shares that I bought down at $5.17. Meanwhile, hit my SCKT, hit my stop loss at 348, but it's still holding the 340s. So this thing, it's like, it's selling up. Man, I think this thing's going to come back. I really do. So it hit my stop loss then, but I'm back in. Need to give it more wiggle room. I really think this thing's going to come back. And it is. All right, so my new average is 356 on SCKT. I mean, it broke down 350, but then it just, look at those candles. Every time it tried to bust through 350, it just got bought up, bought up, bought up. And I sold ABUS too early. Look at that. There it goes. I mean, thank God I kept a quarter of my position. I kept 500 shares, but really, man, come on. I had 2,000 shares. Oh, that's annoying. Well, it's not annoying. I'm making money on it, but still. Oh, I'd be up a lot right now. Damn it. I could potentially add at 540 right here in VWAP. I'm going to try to add on a pullback. Try to add back. I should sell some first and then add on a pullback. All right, I sold some of my ABUS, and then on a pullback to 540, I'm going to try to add if it even gets there. I'll put an order in to buy. See, what did I tell you guys right in the beginning? You've heard me say it once, I've heard it say 1,000 times. Stocks that are up over 100% pre-market, 8 out of 10 of them flush at the open. They give it up. Some of them come back. Some of them find a bid, put in higher lows and squeeze and come back, break high a day and turn into a multi-day runner and do all kinds of fancy stuff. But most of them fail at the open. Occasionally you get an outlier. And we're going to 570. I'd missed my ad at 550. God, I am not trading well this morning. Look at this. I'm selling where I should be adding. You know, think about it. It breaks high a day, right? It holds. It breaks over high a day. It's over the $half number, which is 550. I should be adding, not selling. Fuck. This is a shitty sell right there. But I didn't cut my loss this time on SCKT. Even though it's fading, look out. Every single wick is just getting bought up. I just think this thing is going to... I think the longer it goes sideways, I think this thing's going to come back to 4. I really do. Okay, maybe this will be my ad on ABUS. It will be my ad. All right, I bought some more ABUS. Pulling back to 550. All right, so now we'll see if VWAP can hold on ABUS. Oh, let's see here. Matt, you got it at 355, sold at 4. That was a good sell. Buy-in, sold at box sell 316. WHLM is in a halt and going up. I missed that. You probably said that a long time ago. It's not hitting my high day scanner. Oh, yeah, it is. Looks like it got smacked down. Everybody in the chat room and Sykes' chat room is talking about SHMP. They're talking about some OTCs. I don't like trading OTCs because the executions are fucking atrocious. Talking about Nikola, NOVN, Riot, ABUS. So that's in Sykes', and they're trading stuff that's lower priced. And then over in Investors Underground, they're trading MIST. Looks like it's maybe squeezing a little bit. MIST. Yep, look at that. MIST squeezed up. wonder if there's shares to short on it. MIST. Because you know whatever what got, oh, okay, so I had an order to add at I think 545, 542, somewhere in there. Missed. Are there shares? Wow, there's shares to short on Mist. I can't believe it. So it's green on the day right now. I got an order at 950. That was kind of a wish order. So Mist. Right here we got resistance. Right in here. So if it squeezes up to 950, I'm going to short that squeeze. I should put in another order for 1050. Because this thing's super volatile. But every spike has been sold off into. All right. So back to our current plays. Let's see here. SCKT. Man, this thing is really, look at that. The 350s, 340s are holding. Okay? This thing, if I wasn't in it now, I would definitely be buying right now. Look at that, starting to squeeze back. This thing is holding. It's got a bid. I mean, 21 million volume, 42 million volume. Look at that. They're starting to go now. Sort of. Got smacked down by VWAP. And with ABUS, I'm going to risk VWAP, which is 540. So I'm going to risk. That's going to be my risk. Right there, 540. So I can't lose on that one. I already took a little bit of profits. Oh no. Is it going to get bought up? Yeah. All right, so I put the stop loss in at 538 on ABUS. We'll switch over to SCKT. Okay, smackdown by VWAP. And it looks like it's about to bust through low a day right now. That was a pretty hard smack. I don't know if I want to be there if it gets lower than 330. And it looks like it's going lower. Maybe not. I think it's going to go lower. Holding the 340s. This is my... I shouldn't say this, but... I was going to say this is going to be my last attempt on SCKT. But I think that once I say that and say it sells off down to 3, I just think this thing's going to come back with the amount of volume that it has. I really do. But I don't want to hold through. Okay, so I'm out of ABUS, hit my risk. I want to hold through a bunch of pain down here and pray and hope and blah, blah, blah when I could just go back to bed. Holding the 340s. Really, coming in today, I had no really big, strong conviction about any stock, about what... There was nothing where I was thinking there's an A-plus setup that I really wanted to get into. ABUS was my only one for a buy over 5. And, I mean, you could have got 25, 30 cents out of it on that little dip buy that I did, but nothing real major. And other than that, right now, I don't really see anything setting up. I mean, well, other than SCKT, The longer this thing, look at all these 1 minute wicks. They're just getting bought up. Every time it dips, it just gets bought up. I mean, it almost hit my risk. I mean, I told myself I was going to hold below this candle, but I put my stop loss in at 334. It missed it by a penny. And it might still hit it right now. Maybe I should not have that stop loss in. I might just auto watch it. I just took off the stop loss because I don't want it to take me out of 334, and then I'm just adding right back at 340s. We'll give it a little time. I mean, just how all these wicks are getting bought up on the 1 minute chart, and it's consolidating. Let's look at the 5 minute chart. Yeah, look at that 5 minute chart. I mean, it's not selling off super, super hard. I mean, it still could, but later, Matt. Look at Matt. He says, I'm out for the day. He made a few bucks and then he's gone back to work. Peace, brother. Thanks for tuning in. All right, so the 330s, are they going to get bought up here? $340s. So it is right now. Be great to see this thing come back, get over 4, and then squeeze out to like 450 or 5. That'd be amazing. All right, looks like we're going back over 350 now. Go back to the 1 minute candles. And look at that. Back over 350. Every time it dips down, it gets bought up. ABUS down to 525, so that's not holding. Glad I sold. I was scolding myself for a minute. That's why you got to take profits when you get them, because they can disappear quick. SCKT, come on. I want you to come back to 4. I think this will be my... I shouldn't say that. It'll be my last attempt at a buy on SCKT. So if I have to cut it again, I think I'm just going to go back to sleep. Too tired to sit here and buy this and hope and pray it comes back. I don't need to make money every single day. I mean, yeah, I do. Who am I lying to? Yeah, I do need to make money every single day. But only if the opportunity presents itself and it's there. I see OCGN. That's what I see, that ticker a lot in Investors Underground. OCGN. 47 cents. It doesn't look that attractive to me. I'm not buying it. OMI, I see people are talking about. CAPR. OMI. Ooh, OMI spiked a little bit. CAPR. Dip. Rip. Fail. Wow, that one's coming back. Not that attractive to me. CAPR. No play for me. And hey, look at that. SCKT, baby! Let's go. Come on. I know you want to come back. We got some curling action going. Nope. I thought it was about to squeeze right there. I think it still might. Maybe I should sell some. No. Come on. Get over that VWAP. Once it gets over this VWAP, I mean, the float on it is, I think, 4 million? Yeah, almost 5 million. I'm going to sell some right here, but it's only at the intentions to add down lower. And I missed it. Never mind, I got it. Got some out at 353. If it dips down to 340, I might try to add some more. Probably shouldn't have sold. There it goes. Damn it. Why do I sell at such bad times? Alright, I added back. It's because it's starting to squeeze over VWAP. Got a shitty ad. And it is... Is it going to get over 375? Come on, let's go. There it goes. There we go, 370s. All right, I'm out. I sold 370, 372. I didn't get it all out. I got a partial execution. I tried to sell it all in the 370s. Henry would be pissed to see me sell right now, because it is going my way, but look at that. That's why got smacked down. And yep, when it squeezed up and it got over the 370s and it didn't keep ripping, that is why I sold. Because once it got over that VWAP and it got over the 370s, I really wanted to see it just keep squeezing. Now right here might be an opportunity to buy again. It just might need more consolidation, more higher lows, but I wanted to see it rip right there, and it didn't. Because remember, I added back in after I sold. I added back in at like 369, which is a pretty shitty ad. I chased it, so it brought my average back up. So when it didn't keep going, I wanted to get out. Now I could re-add right here in the 340s. Re-add at 347. Because it may just need to consolidate a little bit longer before it comes back and goes up. Or it may just dump and break the lows. Okay, bought a little bit more. I got 1,500 shares at with a 347 average. I really feel like this low a day should hold. And it MCG says SCKT still has volume and interest. I'm looking for a trend reversal on the long side above 350. I agree 100%. So am I. Shit. I'm with you there. I don't think we're alone in that idea. I think a lot of people are thinking the same thing. I mean, really, there's not a whole lot to play today. It didn't look like to me. I'm not seeing anything that looks that great, and it's and are we gonna go through the 330s now? Hopefully not. Okay, if this, I got my stop loss in. If this takes me out, I mean, I'm probably going to regret it, but I'm going to give up on it. If it takes me out, I got 334. If it takes me out, I'm going to be done for the day. I'm going to go back to sleep. I'll come back and trade tomorrow whenever there's, I'll let things happen, let things set up. Later today or tomorrow, there'll be something else that sets up that'll be a really nice opportunity. But right now, if this one doesn't hold right here, I'm just going to give up on it. I mean, I really do think this thing is going to come back and retest high day. Whether it flushes down to, like, say, $3. But I just don't have the patience to sit here and watch it and wait for it. So it's either going to have to hold the 330s or I'm going to be done. I need to get some rest. I got a big day ahead of me. I got other... Come on. 330s are getting bought up again. I mean, it's still up 132% on the day. So, with 53 million shares traded. Wow. There it goes, getting bought up at the 340s again. The 330s and the low 340s. So when it didn't squeeze up a couple of minutes ago and it didn't keep going, I'm glad I got out up here, so then I got a better entry down here. And ABUS going sideways, consolidating, really doing nothing. Man, VXRT sold off. NIO selling off. Morning, Bertie. Morning, Bertie. We're watching, if you're just joining us, we're watching SCKT. Ideally, we're hoping that these 330 support holds, and we're hoping for a squeeze back up towards 4. I think it might be ready to break low a day, though. Maybe not. I added some more 343. So now I got 2,000 shares long. Risking 334. We got a stop loss in at 334. Got 2,000 shares long with a 346 average. I might pump it in the chat a little bit. Long SCKT. There you go. I just announced my position in the chat. Not that that's going to have any effect on the stock, because I'm going to trade 60 million shares. And now I'm going to look like an idiot, because I just posted my position, and then it's going to crack low a day. And every time I think it's going to take me out, it holds. Every time I think it's going to take me out, it just holds. Maybe not this time, though. It's looking weak. There, it took me out. Alright, that's the last time I'm trading it. I'm done. I am going to go back to bed. I'm sorry, guys. Not much. There's not a whole lot of good setups. I'm tired. Need to get some rest. And so I think I'm going to be done. There's nothing really. I'm sure that if I sat here and I waited, something would set up. But I don't have the energy for that today. So I drove like 9 hours yesterday by myself. And then it went to work. And I was working all night long. So, yeah, I think that's going to be it for me today, guys. But I'll be back Friday. I'll be back Friday at 9:10 Eastern Standard Time. Thank you guys for tuning in. Sorry today was kind of was anticlimactic. Is that how you say it? Or uneventful? Or shitty? So, yep. Finishing with a red day. Yep, I'm down. I'm down about $1,000 today, which, I mean, in the last, 15 trading days I've had, other than today, I've had 2 red days, so we're still sitting okay. Last week I went all week with no red days, and the week before that I only had 1 red day, and then the week before that I can't remember. I think 1 red day. So I'll eat a red day right here. We'll start the week out on a red day. We still got the whole week ahead of us. There'll be something else that's going to set up, and we'll get that money back. For now, I'm going to stop watching SCKT, and I'm going to turn off my computer screens, and I'm going to go home. I'm going to go back to my bed and sleep. So, anyways, I'm going to do not going to overtrade for a change. So, anyways, you guys be well. We'll see you Friday. Thanks.